We believe at Relevance that we can scale output that companies create with compute in the way that we've typically done in the past with purely headcount. We think teams are going to be limited by their ideas rather than their size. And so we thought to ourselves, what's the best, most scalable approach we can do to building this, given that we're going to be using a lot of compute? And so we felt like going with a provider like AWS was the right solution. When we were starting out, we didn't have the funding or the ability to necessarily just throw cash around. And so AWS Activate was a great way for us to experiment and iterate through the early versions of our product whilst not breaking the bank. So we started off using AWS Lambda to basically have kind of elastic compute available for spinning up and down different agents. The benefits of Lambda is it has really fast cold starts, but it also has limits in terms of the time it can execute. Agents that need to do a lot of work, spend a lot of hours working, they go on AWS Batch. And so we leverage that for those instances, and customers get to benefit from both. Sometimes you need speed, which is great. That's when we use Lambda on the hood. And sometimes you need execution time and cost efficiency, in which case we use Batch. The greatest benefit of being part of the Generative AI Accelerator has been meeting a lot of the other startups part of this, seeing what their journeys are like and what it's been like working with them. Close second to that has been working more closely with the AWS team. I think when you are a customer of AWS, especially a startup, you don't actually see the amount of resources and people behind it, and actually getting to build those relationships and work with those folks has been incredible. A lot of really passionate people that we've really enjoyed getting to know, and since then have been able to dive more deeply and work together more closely.